I was just listening to Auslander by Rammstein, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, my God, it's become like, I mean, put this in perspective. Your wife is a star person, which most people don't know that is, but like is a high whatever in quiet places, and someone steals her literally in the middle of the night. Might as well, while she was sleeping, they came in, they wrapped her up, they put her in a van, drove her to some unknown location, wiped her memory clean, however amnesia works, and right. And then she wakes up and doesn't know where she is, who to ask for help, and like the things that move that look in the mirror, like kind of like she does, are like all sunshines and rainbows, and she's like, no. There is definitely something wrong here. Like, the earth shifted, and I was thrown into a crevasse of, like, what the fuck is this? Like, this is not what... First of all, this is not acceptable to live in. The things here think that they have something really special and are arguing over it. It's like the Squirrel Militia. I mean, like, it's like all the squirrels in the forest, the ones with the nuts that, like, are like, like the spastique, right, yeah. Like, they're all like, no, I play video games, I talk to people, I heard. Right, but how did you get that? Like, that's not even your level of human, like, yeah, the squirrels now, the wind, the trees, the squirrels, they've been touching the keys so long, getting themselves into all sorts of family tree business, stealing nuts and keys. And the one white woman's like, I didn't melt into the scenery. I didn't give them permission. I've been asking for a peeled grape extraction, but I can't seem to get anybody. Somebody threw my chiclet over here. They literally took his jaw, opened it, took his wife as one molar, and threw it over here. Alright, and then Jason has a sister who married a guy named Mike, whose last name is Molar, because the Korean Jew, Peter Romer, is just that fucking of a piece of shit in manifesto and manifestations. And what the fuck is it now that could possibly confuse, like everything that is trying to help or was or whatever, trying to read along. Right, it's too complicated. Right, great, okay. Denigrate, pay grade then, I suppose, considering she's not getting paid for any of this. But yet she still has to talk to the wind, retrain a couple of people, hope they don't get held up by the Squirrel Militia of new video gamers that are out for coin and cars and whatever the hell else they will do in their disgusting version of humanness. I don't belong here. I got someone I gotta be with, and I really don't give a shit what it takes to get there. So where do we go with the Squirrel Militia? Like, nobody gave them permission to act on their own in opposite, like, antagonistic from solutions team. Like, if there's a solvent and a solutions team, being my one, his one, paired back together, why are there so many squirrels that have keys and nuts and know things? And they're like, I don't know, the pishy, like, I mean, like, they wear, like, some of them wear, like, stretchy pants with zippers on the back, like, the guys in flip-flops and things, and you're like, right, okay, so, like, that's the new fashion? Great, yeah, I want to go fascist, if that's fashion. Right, the ions, they're all, like, all mixed up. In lost my kid, my sense of reality, my God, my son. Right, yeah, all of that's hanging out, just dangling in, waiting for you to pick up the one tooth that got thrown over here and bring me back to the jaw it belongs in. I don't know how that got out, but somebody created a chiclet situation. Here I am. And there's a whole lot of squirrels, like, with information that hide with keyboards and then search for new, like they're like treasure hunters now. I used to call them peckerheads because they got fingers and they hunt and peck on the keyboard. And that's what the chickens do in the chicken coop. I mean, you throw food and then they peck with their heads. And so that's why I call them peckerheads, because it's like that's what they look like. It's like a chicken looking for something. And you're like, what are you looking for? You're like a squirrel in the forest. Get out of there. Like, why is there light going in your... What are you looking for? What are you researching? That's like a dromedary thing. You got to be like high up on a family importance to get dromedary service. Why the hell are you? Right, but it's like I melted into some crevasse. Like, I mean, it's a pit. It's a stein of an English channel I didn't ask for.